What's good, YouTube? Back again with another video. Let's get straight into it. Today, I want to talk about why you need to keep your 9 to 5. I was inspired to do this video because of all across my YouTube timeline, I'm seeing videos from various YouTube creators, and they're all talking about how they want to quit their 9 to 5, how they hate their 9 to 5, how they're going to quit and do YouTube full time. And that was the motivation behind this video. And I'm here to tell you, you need to keep your 9 to 5. Now, the first thing I want to discuss, we need to break down the difference between a job and a career. All right, so I pulled up, this is from Indeed.com, and it says, what is a job? A job is work you perform to earn money to support your basic needs. It can be a full-time or part-time job and may be short-term. You might earn an hourly wage or a set paycheck rather than a salary with benefits. You might need to learn a skill set connected with the role, but not all jobs require a specialized degree or advanced training. Okay, then we're going to go down to what is a career. A career is a long-term professional journey you may determine based on your passions. It is the path you embark upon to fulfill your professional goals and ambitions. You may require a certain level of education or training to achieve these goals. Individuals pursuing careers often have set salaries with benefits such as stock options, retirement plans, pensions, and bonuses. They also gain benefits beyond money such as personal pride, work satisfaction, and self-worth. So the big thing I see with all these various videos that I've seen on people wanting to quit their 9 to 5, none of these people had any skill sets. They just had very basic entry level jobs. I mean, and look, nothing wrong with a basic entry level job if that's, if that's what you're satisfied with. But to, come on YouTube and constantly complain about 9 to 5s, how they're not paying you enough to pay your rent and sustain yourself when you've done the bare basics, I just don't understand. A lot of these people working in call centers, warehouses, entry level retail positions, and they wonder why they're only making 10, 12, $15 an hour. It's because you don't have a skill set. I mean, here in 2024, you just can't be out here with no type of skills. You have to have a skill. You have to have a specialization, and that's the common theme that I see with all these people who seem very unhappy in life and are trying to tell people that they need to quit their job so they could be, full time. I love it when they say that I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to do stock options. It's like most stock traders, like 99 people who trade stocks fail. I'm going to start a business. I mean, over half of business I think fell within the first 5 years. I mean, if you can't, do something as basic as succeed in a 9 to 5 world, how do you expect to be successful in the entrepreneurship world where everything falls on you? I just don't understand it. But like I said, I'm going to play a few videos from a couple content creators, and I'm going to give you my thoughts and reactions. So let's get into that briefly. Screen share. Just bear with me really quick. Screen share. Okay, we got that coming up. Here we go. All right, all right, let's get this playing. I'll link the YouTube for the content creator below. The title of this video is Never Going Back to a 9 to 5 Job I Hated. Let's get into it.
Let me tell you something. The more you want out of life, the harder you gonna go. No, not work 3 jobs, not get another job. No. Hear me when I say this. You don't need another job. It's a hamster wheel. These jobs are hamster wheels, baby. You're going to be working and working and working and working and working and working and going backwards and forth and back and making the same thing, having the same problems, not being able to pay your bills. Let me tell you something. I'm 42 years old, okay? I done had all of the jobs. Ain't now one of them helped me pay my bills. Like, hey, let me slow down. I was struggling my whole life.
All right, let's pause it right there. Her essential premise is she's had multiple 9 to 5 jobs throughout her life. She's 42 years old, and no matter what job she had, she was struggling to pay her bills. Again, this comes back to my initial point. These people have jobs. They never took the extra step to try to get a specialized skill or trade to help insulate them. They just went from job to job to job, from call center to warehouse to cashier, and never took the time to get any type of specialized training. And I know everyone's situation is not the same. Some people have children, some people have, various different responsibilities. But I mean, at some point, you're going to have to make a sacrifice, just like with anything, if you want to go to the next level. And to think you're going to be out here and just going from job to job to job with no skill set and wonder why you're struggling and wonder why inflation is eating you up. I mean, come on. You have to get a skill set. You have to get a skill set. And I mean, it just seems like people are trying to circumvent the process in life. They don't want to go through the hardship of acquiring the skills, even if it's not even traditional schooling, even if it's a trade, you have to get a skill. And it seems like they want to avoid doing what's hard when they're young, and they wind up suffering on the back end as they get older.
No matter how much I work, no matter how long I work, and if I was able to be on time with my bills, I was working 60 hours overtime in 1 week, on top of 40 hours.
Okay, so she wants us to believe that she was working 60 hours of overtime, which would be at least time and a half, plus 40, so that's 100 hours in a week, and she was barely just getting by. That speaks more to you than the job, in my opinion. Because if you're working 100 hours a week, I mean, how much are you making per hour? I just don't get it. Because if you had a career, you had a skill set, and you applied that same type of work ethic, working 100 hours, your checks would probably be super nice, and you probably wouldn't be complaining. But again, the fact that you don't have the skill set and the proper knowledge out here in the workplace, that's why a lot of these people you see across YouTube are complaining and upset and making it seem like 9 to 5s are the worst thing ever.
So working more, let me work more. Think about it. Were you ever really comfortable? Was your bills really all caught up when you was working more? You was putting in 80 hours overtime a week and still couldn't make ends meet.
Because the problem is not the amount of hours you're putting in. The problem is the lack of skill set. That's what she's not under. I'm not going to say not understanding, but failing to mention. It's not the amount of hours that you're putting in. It's because you would be much better off living in your car for 6 months, working 40 hours a week, and then take that other 40 that you're not working with and go get a skill set. And make sure you research the type of skill set you're going to get in before you get into it. Make sure look at, okay, how much is this job going to pay when I graduate? What about 5 years? What about 10 years? How is there a need for this job, for this skill set? You got to do your research. We all have smartphones, and people are quick to hop on YouTube and TikTok and complain about 9 to 5s. But then a lot of times when you dig deeper into a lot of these people's stories, it's clear that they never really made any effort to actually get any specialized skills. But I mean, that's just my little rant. Like I said, I've been seeing these videos all across my timeline for like the past week or two. Just had to kind of get that off my chest. But let me know what you think in the comments. Am I right? Am I wrong? Let me know. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.